Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN's Year in Review. I'm Preston Endress. Hazleton area officials announced in May that the city of Hazleton would be officially exiting Act 47. Under Act 47, the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development has a responsibility to assist Pennsylvania municipalities experiencing severe financial difficulties to ensure the health, safety, and welfare of their citizens. The city of Hazleton was first designated as a distressed municipality on September 12 of 2017. Since then, the community has worked with Pennsylvania Economy League Recovery Plan coordinators to implement rules to prevent future financial difficulties. During the public meeting on May 4th, Hazleton officials expressed their gratitude for the partnership with Recovery Plan coordinators and said they hope to prevent similar financial difficulties from happening in the future. A local Hazleton businessman is trapped across the border in Mexico. Ricardo Santos, owner of J. Zapata Mexican food truck, says he's been living in the United States for most of his life and has been told he cannot return. In July of this year, a pardon from his lawyer and 3 waivers were rejected, preventing Santos from re-entering the country. Despite attempts to obtain legal status in the United States, Santos is mandated to wait 10 years in Mexico, away from his family and business. In August, Santos announced that he has secured a lawyer in his battle to legally return to the United States, but that his fight is far from over. Santos told WYLN that he is determined to re-enter the United States the right way. A few months later, in October, Santos announced that the J. Zapata food truck would be relocating from the former Barron's Sunoco gas station in Sugarloaf Township to the Pottsville Mall. However, the Laurel Mall and Hillside Drive locations will remain open. Following the announcement, Santos said his lawyer has made an appointment with the U.S. Embassy to look at his case, but that he needs letters of reference to attest to his personality and positive relationship with the community.
So I'm looking for my community, people and organizations that I help to help me to write a letter so that we could send it to the U.S. Embassy in Ciudad Juarez, and they will give us a chance to take a look at my case and see if they can let me go back to the States with a parole.
Letters can be emailed to alex@aglawNJ.com. The president of the Dominican House in Hazleton was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and recklessly endangering another person in October after police say he shot another man in the arm. Victor Perez has openly admitted to shooting Bernardo Perez in the 100 block of Vine Street in Hazleton after a long-standing feud. During the confrontation, Hazleton City Police say Victor Perez fired several shots at Bernardo Perez, striking him in the arm. Investigators say Victor Perez then fled the scene but was apprehended shortly afterward at his residence. According to investigators, Bernardo Perez of the Spanish-speaking newspaper El Periodiquito has published unfavorable drawings of Victor Perez and his family, which caused Victor to go after Bernardo. The 2 men, who are not related, faced each other for the first time since the incident during a court hearing on Thursday, November 30th. During the hearing, officials say Victor Perez insisted that his actions were in self-defense while Bernardo Perez claimed that he had been attacked. The judge had ruled that there is enough evidence to send the charges to the trial. Victor Perez was released on bail, and his formal arraignment had been scheduled for February 5th. Red flag warnings became a new normal for many Pennsylvanians this summer as smoky air from Canada rolled over the state. Caused by Canadian wildfires, smoky air pollution in June served as a reminder of the threat that wildfires can pose to our way of life. We sat down with Deputy Fire Chief Kyle Kashak from the West Hazleton Fire Company to learn more about red flag warnings and what they mean for local residents.
So the red flag warning is set out by the state every day. They evaluate the fire conditions in the area, and due to the extreme dry conditions in the area, not only moving forward, but in the past, over the past couple weeks, we are in a red flag warning. There's a lot of burn bans in effect set by the municipalities, and we're just really concerned about the extreme dry conditions in the entire area.
The Hazleton area experienced dry and smoky conditions for several days. The Lehigh Valley Health Network opened the Topper Cancer Institute to the public in August after several weeks of construction. During a ribbon-cutting event on August 7th, employees and patients were invited to come in and tour the new facility. At the event, Chief Physicist and Director of Radiation Oncology Kristen Beck told us about what opening the cancer center meant to her and everyone else involved.
We are very, very excited to be here today. I know this facility has been a long time in the making, and we are very excited to be able to bring the state-of-the-art technology and treatments of the Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute to the Hazleton region. So it just feels very good to be here right now.
A lot of hard work was put in to open the Topper Cancer Institute, and we spoke with Beck at the event about turning plans and ideas into a reality.
I think our team has been talking about this for about 10 years. I think we've actually been, really focused in the planning for about 2. And I have a hard time seeing the blueprints that we've been looking at so long, and now actually seeing it in 3 dimensions is just really incredible.
The Topper Cancer Institute is a 3-floor facility that has radiation oncology services, physician offices, an infusion center, a state-of-the-art linear accelerator, and expanded telemedicine services. The facility is only one of 3 cancer centers in the nation that participates in the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Alliance. Coming up on WYLN's Year in Review, we look back at Mayor Jeff Cassatt's re-election. Plus, Hazleton Area School District acquires 3 new buildings. We'll be right back.
Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute brings the next level of cancer care to the greater Hazleton region. The new cancer center on the campus of Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is now open and offers an advanced radiation therapy program, an expanded infusion suite with private treatment rooms, and the latest telemedicine technologies. The Cancer Center at LVH Hazleton, offering world-class cancer care closer to home. To learn more, visit lvhn.org/Hazleton Cancer Center.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information.
Welcome back to WYLN's Year in Review. People were out at the polls in the beginning of November to elect a mayor in the city of Hazleton. Incumbent Mayor Jeff Cassatt won re-election, receiving 52% over challengers Vinnie Castro and Cindy DeLuca. We were able to talk to Mayor Cassatt the day after his big victory and got his overall thoughts on the election night.
It was great to have the support of the entire community. We got a majority of the vote, even though there was 4 candidates in the race. So that's a very hard task to do, to get over 50% of the vote.
The November victory wouldn't have been possible without the people of Hazleton, and Cassatt wanted to make sure he thanked everyone that supported him on Election Day.
I appreciate the belief in me. Being elected for a 3rd term, that people really appreciate and see what has been done. And it's a great feeling to know that they're behind you and in your vision for the future.
Cassatt quickly switched his focus from the election to the future of Hazleton and is appreciative that he'll be able to continue and finish the progress he has made in the city of Hazleton.
Well, we want to continue what we are doing. We started the playgrounds, we started the paving of the streets. We're moving the police department to open up City Hall to bring in county services. We're looking to move things around so that people here get what they deserve.
Mayor Jeff Cassatt will serve as the mayor of the city of Hazleton for the next 4 years. Several new facilities opened this year in the Hazleton Area School District, offering unique options for students across the area. The district hosted several tours of these facilities throughout the fall, starting with the Hazleton Cyber Academy in the Laurel Mall. We spoke with Supervisor of Curriculum Chris Bonomo about the new Cyber Academy and what it took to get it all ready for the students.
We've been working on this facility for the past year and a half. We started with bare bones. One was a wig store, the other side was a leather shop. We did a full gut and full construction on this site. As you can see, a lot of hard work went into it, a lot of planning went into it. We're there, we're ready to start for the upcoming school year on Tuesday. Our teachers have decorated all of their offices, and we are ready to go.
We also got the chance to speak with 4th grade student Jaslyn Castro about her thoughts so far on the Cyber Academy and her future plans.
Just everybody's here, and it's just positive, and the math is my favorite subject, so I really just want to graduate really soon so I could get all the knowledge in my mind. And I'm starting to get a really fast typer now, too.
Our second stop took us to a familiar place, the former WILN studio, which is now the Hazleton Academy. Early Intervention Supervisor Laura Shook told us what the district hopes the Academy will bring to the Hazleton community.
I hope that this is a hub, allowing our programs to really engage the parents and community members to see what it is like in early learning and how we can grow as a community to better the needs of the children.
The Hazleton Area School District also opened the Hazleton Arts and Humanities Academy building this year, located in Drums. We spoke with Vice Principal James Hearn about the vision for the new facility.
Each student is in a studio, so they have to audition for the studio, and once they're in, take, for example, if they're in a dance studio. Period 1, 2, they'd have their dance studio with their dance teacher, and they have that every day and all year long. And then the rest of the day, they have their core courses. Math, English, history, science, and their electives. Another great aspect of the arts is that you can take an elective in one of the other studios. So if you're a dancer and you want to learn about history and mythology and philosophy, you could take an elective in humanities. Or if you're in arts, you can take an elective in band. So there's all different avenues for you to choose.
All three buildings have been open and operational throughout the 2023 to 2024 school year. Several Hazleton parks have seen improvements and additions in 2023, including a new inclusive playground at City View Park that opened in September. The all-inclusive playground includes an accessible zip line, musical boards, and a mini rock climbing wall in an attempt to create a fun and safe space for all children in the Hazleton area. We spoke with Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassat about his enthusiasm for the new park.
The vision up here is to be a large park that has something for everyone. We do have plans in the future to expand the park that we just introduced today. We are also looking to put in a miniature golf and an ice cream stand. We are under review for a bike park and a skate park. And then also some other little things added to the trail, some equipment, exercise equipment to the trail, and just all little things for everybody to have something to do up here.
Cassat shared that construction has also been underway to improve the Can Do Community Park in Hazleton.
With Can Do Park, we are doing, I believe, phase number 3, which is the grass area surface. So we have started construction there. There's going to be a walkway, a central area for people to gather, and some foliage.
Through these projects, Cassat said he hopes to strengthen the bonds of the community.
The vision is to have everyone go to a park and enjoy themselves. Some people could do other things that other people don't. Some people like things other people don't. So the idea is to get everybody in one location so they can interact and become a community.
Cassat said the park renovation projects have largely been funded through federal American Rescue Plan funding. Coming up on Hazleton's News Choice, Ryan Prosick recaps the year on Let's Talk Sports. Plus, Luzerne County Manager Romilda Crocomo looks back on 2023 on Crocomo's County Report. And stay here on WILN. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm WILN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WILN.
Hi everybody, this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, my buddy behind the scenes, Ryan, is going to tell his story about how he decided to come here for chiropractic care.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
Welcome back to our year in review. 2023 was quite a year for everything sports. Obviously, we're going to get right into it and start with the NFL. We saw the Eagles lose the Super Bowl 38-35 against the Chiefs. It still pains me to this day that holding call against James Bradberry. They're letting them play for so long, and then they just didn't, and the game was back and forth, and Jalen Hurts was playing one of the better games of anyone in a Super Bowl, and it just feels like a shame looking back on it almost a year later. Hopefully they'll get their back there to the Super Bowl, but it doesn't look like it at this point. But I'm never going to lose hope in the Eagles. I mean, people have lost hope in the Chiefs after their big collapse this season without a wide receiver. But that's enough for NFL. We've pretty much watched that. I cover it a lot. Another thing I cover a lot is UFC. This year saw 19 undisputed title fights across their 11 divisions, and only 4 fighters started 2023 and ended 2023 with their respective belts: Alexander Volkanovski, Islam Makhachev, Leon Edwards, and Zhang Weili. Volkanovski and Makhachev is kind of interesting because they were just kind of fighting each other for the better part of a year, but it is what it is. I want to give out some awards real quick. Upset of the year, I got to give it to Sean Strickland over Israel Adesanya. That was just incredible. He just put the pressure on for 5 rounds, and Izzy could not do anything about it. Fight of the year, I have to give it to Brandon Moreno and Alexandre Pantoja. An absolute war between those two men. Pantoja coming out on top with the flyweight title, and he's already defended it once just a little bit ago. And we also had Alex and Izzy's fights, which I just have to mention because the build-up and everything about them were just absolutely crazy. So a great year in the UFC, and we'll hope that 2024 is somehow even better. I know my best call of the year was Sean O'Malley's second-round knockout against Aljamain Sterling. That was my best prediction of the year, regardless of the sport. So hopefully I can continue that, and hopefully 2024 gives us a lot of great brawls, which I think it will already, as Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis were already fighting in the crowd of the last event, and they're going to face off in Canada in January. So can't wait for that one. And we also have MLB. The Rangers win their first ever World Series title. They did it without Jacob deGrom, but they did it with Max Scherzer, even though he was kind of out for most of the time. So it's really interesting how this title came about. Adolis Garcia, Marcus Semien, and Corey Seager were the driving forces towards this. Obviously, we know our local team, the Philadelphia Phillies, got bounced in the NLCS by the Arizona Diamondbacks. This whole year in review is just a painful year in review if you're asking me, but it's a lot of heartbreak in Philly sports this year, and I'm just used to it at this point. It doesn't hurt me, but it does kind of deal. But anyway, we saw them get bounced in 7 games. I was fortunate enough to be there. I couldn't imagine the party that would have took place, but hey, I washed down my defeat with a Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia, so it's okay. It happens. We also saw the NBA, the Nuggets win over the Heat with Nikola Jokic. Maybe a turning point in the NBA with how to build teams. Nikola Jokic is the star, but the supporting cast is not all-star level like it was with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and those Thunder teams before Harden and Westbrook got dealt off. Well, Harden and Durant, my bad. But it's just one of those things where maybe the philosophy's changing. Philly's kind of done it this year with just Embiid and Maxey kind of mirroring their attempt at a title. We'll see how that goes, but the super team's always going to be a thing. We have Damian Lillard joining up in Milwaukee, and Bradley Beal joining Phoenix, which they're not looking too hot as of this moment. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the NBA. We saw Joel Embiid win an MVP, but of course, Continuing with the theme of heartbreak, we saw them get knocked out by the Celtics in Game 7. Philly and Game 7 just don't go together. I'm glad there's no Game 7 in football because it would just not be fun over here. But they got knocked out, and we knew it was coming after the Game 6 blunder. They had a chance to close out the Celtics, and they just could not do it. And then golf was interesting this year with the proposed LIV merger, so we'll see how that folds over into the new year. And of course, we saw Brooks Koepka win a major that he was exempt for. So it was very interesting, especially that one. He almost won the Masters as well. Jon Rahm beat him in the standings. But interesting year of sports. Hopefully get to do it all again and some more in the year 2024. But I hope you had a good year, because I did, even though Philly didn't. But it happens. Hope you had a good year, folks. That's been all for 2023, and we'll see you in 2024.
Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute brings the next level of cancer care to the greater Hazleton region. The new cancer center on the campus of Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is now open and offers an advanced radiation therapy program, an expanded infusion suite with private treatment rooms, and the latest telemedicine technologies. The Cancer Center at LVH Hazleton, offering world-class cancer care closer to home. To learn more, visit lvhn.org/Hazleton Cancer Center.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. WYLN is first in live sports. Winter sports starts in January. Make sure you check out WYLN TV for all the sports action. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is proud to partner with WYLN to bring you all the best high school sports action. Lehigh Valley Health Network is your orthopedics and sports medicine partner.
To another edition of Crocomo's County Report. My name is Romilda Crocomo, and I am the Luzerne County Manager. I'm here with Jen Pecora, who is now the Acting Division Head of Operations. She was with the county as the Division Head of Administrative Services and took a different role a few weeks ago. How are you today, Jen?
I'm great.
Okay, we're here at the end of the year. I thought maybe it would be a good time to review some of the highlights of the last year that the county has experienced. Do you have anything that you want to offer?
Sure. Well, gladly like to report we had a successful general election this year, which was a great accomplishment for our team, a great accomplishment for the county. We were working on some different projects that will be coming up for our southern Luzerne County residents. We're in the process of relocating our offices to have row offices in Central Court in Hazleton City Hall.
And why don't we remind the viewers exactly what departments will be at City Hall?
Okay, I hope I don't miss any of them. We will have Central Court Prothonotary, clerk of courts, elections, treasurers.
Sheriffs?
Sheriffs will be there.
We'll be able to get your gun permits at City Hall.
We'll have some administrative offices down there as well.
You'll be there?
Possibly.
I'll be there. And we're looking forward to that, and we'll be rolling that out in January. I think we still have some IT issues and security issues to hammer out, but they'll happen soon. And there's some other events that are going to be happening in the Hazleton area in the summer.
Yes, so we formed a committee with our friends down in South County, along with our tourism department, and we are going to have a concert series, Rocking the Mountain, at City View Park. So we're lining up some opening acts, some bands. So it will be similar to what takes place at the riverfront for Rocking the River. We'll be bringing that down to the southern tier. So we're really excited about that.
Great. That'll be a great way to spend your Friday evening, right?
Yes, in June, leading up to the 4th of July. And then our concert series at the river will be in July, for the month of July.
And when you go to the Tourism Bureau, which is at the train station in Wilkes-Barre, people can buy some souvenirs, right?
Yes, yes. We have some T-shirts, shot glasses, coffee mugs, golf balls, yes. We featured 4 different locations on the T-shirts throughout the county. We have Pittston, Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, and Whitehaven.
Right.
So we tried to cover different areas of the county, and each year we'll be adding more to our T-shirt collection.
Great. It's a great way to celebrate all the different venues in Luzerne County. The Hazleton T-shirt has a picture of
the castle.
The castle.
The Hazleton Area High School, which is now the Hazleton Elementary Middle School.
And Whitehaven has someone fishing. And Wilkes-Barre has the Market Street Bridge. And Pittston has a tomato.
Tomatoes, yes, what they're famous for.
And with a bridge. But we encourage anyone who is up in the Wilkes-Barre area to stop in at the train station and look around. I mean, they have a lot of information about all the events that are going on in Luzerne County. We have brochures. We have a website, and you can see the souvenirs and can see what's going on in the county. And there are a lot of events going on in the county. So do you have any goals for 2024?
2024, we'll see where that takes me within the county now that I'm in an acting role in operations. I'm going to kind of get a feel for that and see if that's something I want to stay with or if I'll go back to administrative services. We're taking a close look at roads and bridges. We have many buildings that need attention. So a lot of projects to manage. So I look forward to working with the team at the in the operations division in the acting capacity for the time being.
And part of operations is 911 and EMA, and council passed a resolution joining both 911 and EMA for an emergency services director. So that we join both 911 and EMA. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, that merger just took place within the past few weeks. We have a great team at EMA and 911. I've worked with them previously in past roles. I think that it's a great effort to move our county forward. And I look forward to working with them as well.
That's very exciting. So is there anything else you want to tell the audience at the end of the year here?
No. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and have a safe New Year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Please, everyone, enjoy your Christmas and your New Year's, and we will see you soon for another edition of Crocomo's County Report.
That does it for our Year in Review. We look forward to bringing you all the latest news updates in 2024.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.